Now, look, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Some of the things that she says applies mostly to attractive men. So when she's done talking, I'm going to show you guys how to apply it if you're not attractive. Because there are ways that the ugly guys can overcome their looks, but it requires a little bit of thinking. But guess what? A little bit of thinking to overcome your looks. It's not that bad. All right. So let's watch this and watch till the end, man. Because I'm telling you, man, if you're not stereotypically attractive, there is a way that you could get women to chase you while being ugly. Watch.
Do you want to know how to make her chase you? Here are 3 easy steps. Number 1, stop chasing her. Look, everyone knows girls crave attention, and they want it most from men who aren't already giving it to them. So quit it with your simp ways and start using this simple way to get her a bit more intrigued. Number 2, start chasing something else. If you have your eye on something that isn't her, you'll not only have an easier time chasing her, but you'll also be on your way to being the high value man that she desires. Number 3, don't make concessions. If she wants to reschedule, don't just agree. If she asks you to change plans for her, don't just do it. Attractive men are authentic in how they value their time and stick to their word. And that means they don't prioritize a girl unless she's prioritizing them.
Okay. So the truth is this, is that a lot of the times you can't apply this if you're average looking because a lot of times these women don't give a fuck. Like they only react to attractive guys. So how do you overcome that? Because it is true, right? What you notice is that the more busy you are, the more attractive your mannerisms become. Why is that? Well, because you're busy. So even when you're busy, your face looks more focused. You're focusing. Hey, you're like, hey, what's up? Like there's just a seriousness about you, and it's not just the fact that you don't have time for her. It's just the energy that you radiate when you have other things to do. For example, look at Kobe Bryant, right? Kobe Bryant was always playing basketball, but he was so focused on playing basketball that his seriousness from playing basketball translates over into his life. So, for example, he'll be shooting. Hey, Kobe, what's up, man? You want to go get food with us? No, man, I got to finish practicing. Oh, okay, all right, cool, right? Like that, you get used to being in a focused state. Yeah, what's up, man? How can I help you? Like that energy, rather than hey, Kobe, yeah, hey, what's up? Like it could just comes across as more masculine. Now, how could you overcome that? Because women value looks, and that's a fact, okay? And what she talked about allows men that are average to not over pursue women who don't like them, because a lot of times you develop unattractive traits because you chase after women who don't like you. So you develop a lot of needy, creepy like vibes about you. So you got to get them to come to you. And that's where having a position of power comes into play. Now, less women are going to find you attractive as opposed to being a good looking guy. That's a fact, right? But it's better than nothing, right? So, how do you do that? Well, for me, I like to create social circles. Okay. I have an art group. If you guys don't know, I'm an artist and I paint, right? I have an art group, and in that group, I post ads on the streets and say, draw with us, right? Let me see if I can find one of my ads. And they come to the group and we draw together. Now, I don't try to hit on them, but they see me leading the group. Over there. Okay. Now we have comic books that we draw. So I tell them, hey guys, so these are blank. So we're gonna add and draw into it, and each one's gonna add a new one, and we're gonna do that. And after that, we're gonna read it all together, right? That leadership quality. She sees other people reacting to me, and I'm self-assured. And what happens is that if I don't chase after her, if I don't hit on her, in fact, if I ignore her, right? If I ignore her and pay attention to someone else, naturally women are going to start competing for me. And this works on every guy who's unattractive. Now, obviously, if you're more attractive, it's going to be easier. But motherfuckers, we're starting from the bottom. All right? Like I'm assuming you're not attractive. So this anything is better than right? Look, I'm just being honest with you, okay? I'm being honest. But the only thing that's difficult is that it requires you to actually step up, right? It requires you to deal with your own insecurities of failing, because a lot of times, sometimes there may not be as many people in the group, right? So you got to deal, because that's the thing that women find attractive, is the fact that you're taking risk. For me, I like the groups I make are meditation groups, right? And drawing groups, right? We go and they're free. right? I post ads, and they're meant for people who are in New York City, who don't have a lot of friends, and who want to be around people. That's why I do those groups. But what I tend to notice is that people make friends within that group, and they start asking, "Who's the leader of the group? Who is he? I think it's the guy named Alexis. Oh, him? Oh, okay." And then I'll even have meetings where I'm not there. I'll schedule meetings through WhatsApp and he'd be like, "Hey guys, on Saturday, you guys are meeting in here, blah 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 blah. Let's do these drawings, and when you're done, send them over so I can post it on Instagram." And so what they do is that they have their own meeting, and they're like, "Yo, who's the leader of the group? Who's the leader? I don't know, but let's draw together." But then they talk about me. "Oh, who is he? Oh, I think he's the guy right there. Oh shit, he's not here. Ah, what an interesting guy, right?" Like having meetings where I'm not around gets them to talk about me, and then some of them will even start hitting on me, like messaging me. Right now, how do I know that? Well, because it happened unintentionally. It just happened. I didn't even notice that that's what was going to happen. It was during the pandemic. I was alone and I wanted to meet people, right? And I didn't want to hit on them because I was dating someone. So I noticed that the less I hit on them, the more respectable I was, right? The more the women talked about me and the more they would message me privately. And I promise, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I've never seen so many, I never had such an easier time with high quality women attracting them than doing that. Better than Tinder, better than Bumble. In fact, I'll pay money to pay someone to post ads on the streets than to pay for online dating, because those ads will get me more women than going online. That's one way of getting women if you're not an attractive guy, right? I don't struggle with it in real life, right? But I noticed that this was a hack. In fact, I could even do from that I could do poetry clubs. I'm a musician. I play drums, so I can have a live jamming club. You see what I'm saying? Right? Like what I'm trying to tell you is that to become more attractive, you need to be in a position of power. And power is a social thing where you're in the middle directing everyone. So you rather than use looks, you use power. Power becomes your attractiveness. And again, power isn't being an asshole. Power is just bringing people to you, letting them come to you, like in the 48 Laws of Power says. And I've seen that, man. I've seen ugly motherfuckers, and this is why you see a lot of ugly dudes get a lot of hot women, because most likely they unconsciously apply these strategies. Now, if you guys want to learn more about this, just go to my website. Book a one-on-one phone call. I can show you guys how to do it. Anybody can do it. Now, there are some, obviously, since I'm in New York City, it's different. I'm in Mexico right now. So, for example, in my first meetup in New York City, 20 people came. In Mexico, I think it was around 8 people came, right? Which is, some cities have more of a culture to that than others. But the key is that it has to be something that you like. And post ads. Sorry, I swear to God, post ads on the streets or post Instagram ads, and they'll come. As long as it's free, more people will come, and you can create a community where you're the center, and women are just drawn to you that way, right? I'm not gonna promise the world you're not gonna be banging fucking Pamela Anderson, but someone's gonna like you. Like if you're ugly, someone's gonna like you. I swear to God, someone's gonna like you. All right, and it'll be really good for you, man. And I really hope that works for you. Anyways, man, take care.
AIM, which is my full dating course on how to meet women in different scenarios, how to attract women, how to make sure you don't come across as creepy, and essentially how to act like a man and not act like a doofus, to be quite honest with you. And you get all of these bonuses, which is the bonuses of Dark Game, the bonuses of Practical Mastery, which is about how to master a skill, Social Mastery, which is how to master your social life, and the Laws of Human Nature, which is a book club videos that I had dissecting Robert Greene's book. All of this is naturally at around naturally is at $346, but you guys can purchase this bundle and get it at what's the price again? Get it at $238 pretty much. So you guys can purchase it right now. It's a money back 30-day money back guarantee. It's a good way to, rather than just buying them individually and paying extra, you guys can just purchase everything at a discount price. Now, the only thing I don't like is the fact that I'm giving you a lot of information at the same time. That makes me kind of scared, because a lot of times people don't do the things that I teach when you get too much information. But I've gotten too many requests to do this, so I'm just satisfying you guys. Purchase it right now by clicking on the description down below where it says purchase the bundle. All right, let's continue with the video.